What's happening, guys? It's your boy Zike Junior, and welcome back to Football Fans Frenzy. Yes, now, guys, you can watch us live from Facebook and also on Twitch. Yes, you can see this show live on Facebook and on Twitch. It's your favorite show, guys, Saturday Football with Zike Junior, and I'm back here to have interesting topics with you guys, each and every one of you. I hope you have fun today with this. If you're on Facebook, you can just hit the link and then you can see the video live. And you can drop your comments too, as well as you have on Twitch. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, no matter where you're coming from, Facebook, Twitch. Hit that subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and share this link with your friends. Just a second, guys. Let me quickly check on Facebook and see how we are doing over there. If we are live on Twitch, it's functioning. This is good. Something's up with the Facebook link anyways, but okay, we can go ahead. First time trying this out, streaming on Facebook same time, on Twitch same time. So I'm just trying to be sure that everything is properly set up. Okay, the Facebook is still giving a little bit of issue, but that's fine. And I don't know why. All right, guys. First topic for today: Lewandowski to win the Ballon d'Or. I want to really know what you guys think. This topic, when I actually prepared it, I wasn't looking at talking so much about it because I was really hoping to get your opinion on this particular topic. We know the Ballon d'Or is going to be awarded for the first time since 2019 because last year COVID happened, so there wasn't any Ballon d'Or. But this year there will be a Ballon d'Or award which is scheduled to happen on the 29th of November, if I am right. Yes, 29th of November. And it's been a big debate amongst football fans. Like, everybody is saying, is it going to be Cristiano Ronaldo? Is it going to be Lionel Messi? Or is it going to be Lewandowski? Jorginho has been popped up also in the conversation. And a lot of people, of course, this is totally dividing the football fan base right now, especially the Jorginho own. People have different ideas or different opinions about it, and that's what I want to bring to your table, guys, this morning. Me personally, I feel that Lewandowski should be winning this award this season. Yes, the Ballon d'Or award this season. He has been exceptional. He has been an amazing goal scorer, an all-round footballer. He has done so well for Bayern Munich. He won the league with Bayern Munich. Of course, we know that it's tough for Lewandowski to win things with his country, considering the country he's coming from, which is Poland, and the caliber of players they have, and if they can win titles, so that's tough, and it will really be unfair to judge Lewandowski by his performance in his country, because of course it's tough for him to be winning anything with his country. So that's a really tough one to decide. But then for Bayern Munich, nobody can deny the fact that Lewandowski has been top-notch. Lewandowski has been world-class. He has been exceptional. So, guys, that's the question for you guys. Who do you think is going to win the Ballon d'Or this year? I personally feel Lewandowski deserves it. I know Messi fans will go all out for Messi to win it. Ronaldo fans, even though I am a Ronaldo fan, I also feel like he could win it, but then I feel Lewandowski has an upper hand. Jorginho has a case because he won the Champions League with Chelsea and the country competition with Euros with Italy. But also, let's look at other players. We have Mbappe in the mix. You have Neymar. You have Haaland also in the mix. Let me know in the comment section. I want to see who you think is gonna win the Ballon d'Or. My personal preference would be Robert Lewandowski, and I really want to see yours. I feel like he deserves it. He has scored so much goals this season. 48 goals in 40 appearances with 9 assists. He's actually the top scorer if you really look at it, and he has been. You can't call the German Bundesliga also a famous league, because I know some people want to bring that into the narrative that, oh, okay, for instance, if you're talking about someone in the French leagues, oh, he plays in the Farmers League, but the German Bundesliga is definitely not the Farmers League. We saw them win the Champions League over and over again, which shows that they are definitely not a Farmers League, especially if you're talking about Bayern Munich. You know you're talking about a very good team. So I would like to see your comment, guys. Let me know what you think. T says now international influence doesn't matter when it's Lewandowski. Support your goat and stop jumping around. Messi 7. Yo, bro. I would really want you to explain to me why you feel Messi deserves the Ballon d'Or. So I would like to see that in the comments too. Why you feel Messi deserves the Ballon d'Or. I personally feel Lewandowski deserves it. In as much as I feel like my goats could also snatch this award, but it's tough. It's tough to say, you know. It's tough to say. I'm trying to make this public on YouTube. I can't seem to see that option for some reason. Okay, you're good on Facebook too. So I'd like to see your comments. I want to know what you feel and why you really think that Messi should be winning it, because coming against Osborne, Berlin, every league has teams where that are, I don't want to use the word walkover because it's going to sound a little bit disrespectful, but I feel like every league have those teams where the big teams just smash, like that the big teams smash, and just get past. So Osborne, Berlin, don't be surprised they'll get result against teams in the Premier League or teams in the Spanish La Liga. So I really don't see why people should actually dispute Lewandowski winning Ballon d'Or. I think it is fair to both Messi and Ronaldo fans, which is usually the competition for the past 10 years, that someone neutral is winning it this time around, especially since we know that Ronaldo and Messi are no longer in their prime, like the prime we know them to be. Not to say that they've not been very good. Ronaldo was very good with Juventus. He was the top scorer in Serie A before moving to Manchester United. And Messi too, the top scorer in Spanish La Liga. Not to say they've not been good enough, but Lewandowski has just been some level above. If you ask me, in my opinion, he has scored more goals. He won the German Bundesliga. Of course, Ortiz will say that it's still the Farmers League and Bayern is likely to win the German Bundesliga every single year. Okay, that's fair though. But Lewandowski has been amazing, guys. Like, you see Lewandowski in a football game and you are seeing an obvious threat as a top striker, especially since he's 33 years old. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Lewandowski should be getting the Ballon d'Or this season. That is my thoughts. But I'd like to hear your thoughts. So drop your comments. I want to see your comments. Who you think is going to win this year's Ballon d'Or, which is scheduled to happen on the 29th of November, 2021. Messi is in contention, Cristiano Ronaldo, Robert Lewandowski, Jorginho, N'Golo Kante, and a whole lot of them. Haaland, of course, and Mbappe, of course. But nobody's really talking about Haaland and Mbappe this year. For some reason, the topic has been majorly between Jorginho because he won the Champions League with Chelsea and also the Euros with Italy. And then Ronaldo and Messi would always be in the mix, even though if you ask me this year, none of them should be winning it, if you ask me. But then my sentimental part would want Cristiano Ronaldo to win it, of course, because I'm a Ronaldo fan. But yeah, my genuine victor for this year's Ballon d'Or should be Lewandowski. Yeah, I think Lewandowski will just be fair to all parties. He's been exceptional, and nobody can really dispute his what he's done so far this year at the age of 33. Let's quickly move on, guys. It's also a very funny week because something really funny happened. Earlier in the week, we saw Thibaut Courtois. He complained about the fixture congestion, and this is the story. Yeah, Courtois is it out at football's governing body, saying nobody cares about football players who are being treated like robots. In a packed football calendar. Yeah, we've talked about this whole packed football calendars in our shows previously, but let's really see what Courtois is talking about. You understand? He went on to say it's just a money game. and we have to be honest about it. Couture said, for UEFA, it's extra money and it's an extra game because it's on TV. Of course, everyone wants to play, but look at how much both teams changed. If the teams had been in the final, there would have been other players playing. This just shows that we played too many games. So that's Couture's opinion. And then the beauty of this whole thing is that yesterday Van der Vaart came out, or this morning actually, I saw this news, this report this morning. I had to put it in the show. Van der Vaart came out this morning to smash Couture, and he says that Couture is just whining. Yes, stop whining, Couture, stop whining. That is what Van der Vaart has to tell him. And Van der Vaart went on to say, Van der Vaart went on to say, let him return half of his salary and he will be entitled to 6 months of vacation. Oh my God. Did he really say that? Return half of your salary and you'll be entitled to 6 months vacation. He's a football player. He is heavily paid by a club to play. I think what Couture said is silly. You only play football. The club pays you a lot of money. The match schedule is busy, but we've all been through this. You know, that's what he's saying, that we've all been through this. And he went on to say that competitions are the funniest thing there is. He's whining. Van der Vaart added that goalkeepers of all the players cannot complain. Yes, Van der Vaart bringing another angle into this conversation. He believes that competition and that goalkeepers should not even be complaining. Yeah, because they stand all the time, you know, like almost throughout the game of football. I did not say that. That was Van der Vaart saying that. And we all know Van der Vaart. He was a very good midfielder in his days. Played for Tottenham and then Real Madrid. You know. In the comments now, Emmy says Ronaldo to win the Ballon d'Or. And that's a Ronaldo fan coming right up. Ronaldo to win the Ballon d'Or. I'm sure Ortiz will engage you in the war of words in the comment section very soon, because Ortiz is a strong Manchester City fan as well as a Messi fan. So, guys, what do you think about Rafael van der Vaart's comment saying Couture is whining? You have been paid a lot of money to play football, so play it and shut up. That's practically what he's saying. Play football and shut up. You don't have any right to whine. If at all you want to whine, if at all you want a vacation, return half of your salary and then you can have a 6 months vacation. You have been paid so much money, so why are you whining? That's Rafael van der Vaart's opinion. Personally, I feel if there's a way to cut down on the fixture congestion of the season, I think it will help. You know, some competitions are really, really unnecessary. We've seen the international games and all that. It's tough for players, and I understand that. I understand Couture's perspective. You have to play so many games. There are international friendlies. You have the Europa, the European League now. Also more games. So they should find a way to merge it, to reduce international friendlies, which I feel sometimes could be unnecessary. To be honest. But I don't know. I feel Van der Vaart's comment is just funny, you know, telling him to shut up, and that goalkeepers are actually the least worked in a football team, so he shouldn't be complaining. He practically stands for 90 minutes and makes a couple of saves here and there. That's not me talking. But to be fair, he has a point too. Van der Vaart does have a point too. And players are paid a lot of money, you know, so you can understand the sentiment if he's saying, okay, you have to play, man. Play through the pain, you know, get injured, but you still have to play. And it would be like hypocrisy if Van der Vaart didn't play football, but then Van der Vaart played football too in his time. So to an extent, you can say he has the right to talk, you know. He was a decent player at that, a very decent player. One of those midfielders that I did genuinely like. I felt Van der Vaart was a very good player, and even though he did not get recognition that a player of his quality should be getting, but I felt he was a very good player in my opinion, to be honest. So that's that on the Van der Vaart story. Let's quickly move on to this particular segment of the show where we predict the games of the weekend for the weekend. And we know the first game this weekend is happening by 12:30 West African time, where Watford actually hosts Liverpool. Tough one, if you ask me. Tough one, if you ask me, because Watford has proven to be a bit stubborn so far this season, even though they are not like the best team in the EPL so far. But to be honest, they've been quite decent. Watford have been quite decent considering the fact that they are coming from relegation. At least they are not sitting bottom of the table like Norwich City that's coming from relegation. Watford has actually done quite decent for a team that you expect to be in a particular position right now in the Premier League, considering the competition in the Premier League. But Watford so far sits 15th in the Premier League table. They've won one out of their last 5 games. They've lost three and they've drawn one. And we all know how Liverpool has been so far this season. Liverpool presently sits second in the Premier League table. They've not lost any of their last 5 games, not at all. They've won two and they've drawn three. So Liverpool is clearly coming into this game as clear favorites. Yes, Liverpool is obviously coming into this game as favorites, and nobody can dispute that fact. And so, guys, I went for a 2-0 victory in favor of Liverpool. Yes, I have no idea in my mind, in my soul, and in my spirit that Liverpool will be smashing Watford for this particular game. Watford doesn't stand a chance against Liverpool. I'm so sorry, with all respect to Watford and their fans. Even though Watford is at home for this particular game, I don't see them doing anything against Liverpool. Like, and I genuinely think Mohamed Salah will be scoring in this particular game. Also because of my FPL, that's my selfish part coming into play. So 2-0 win in favor of Liverpool for against Watford. Yes, they should be winning this one quite easily, to be honest. Don't see Watford doing anything in this particular game. The next game after that is by 15:00 West African time, where Aston Villa hosts Wolverhampton Wanderers. Yes, Aston Villa Wolves, tough game to predict. Both teams have been doing quite well. Choma agrees with me. 3-0 win in favor of Liverpool. Thank you. I feel like, yeah, it could just be 3-0. I feel Liverpool will just run riot in this particular game. But I'm also trying to be fair to Watford that has not been too bad in the Premier League this season. And so that's why I went for a 2-0 win in favor of Liverpool. Still a smash, if you ask me. Still a smash. Back to the Aston Villa game. It's a tough one to predict considering the fact that, well, Aston Villa has done quite well so far this season, to be honest. They've been a decent team so far this season, and that shows because they sit 10th in the Premier League table. Wolverhampton, on the other side, are just beginning to discover their form. Yes, Wolverhampton is just beginning to discover their form. Wolverhampton sits 12th in the Premier League table. Sorry. Wolverhampton sits 12th in the Premier League table. They've actually just rediscovered their form. Raul Jimenez doing quite well again. It's good to have him back. Like I said in the last show, it's really, really good to have him back. Everybody in the Premier League loves Raul Jimenez. You know he's a quality striker. He knows how to get his job done. But for this particular game, I really don't see Aston Villa winning this particular game. That being said, to be honest, guys, I also don't see Wolverhampton Wanderers winning this particular game. One thing I am sure that will happen in this game is that I see a draw, and another thing I see happening in this game is that both teams are going to score. Yes, both teams are going to score. And so, guys, I went for a 1-1 draw for this particular game. Aston Villa 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. It could easily be a 2-2 draw, but I don't see any of these teams winning this particular game. Of course, we know that Wolves are coming back strong, and you expect them to actually get goals because they've won 2 out of their last 5 fixtures, and they've won 3 in total. They've won 3 out of their last 5 fixtures, lost the remaining 2. Aston Villa won 2 out of their last 5, drawn 1, and lost 2. So if you really ask me, I'll be going for Wolves because they are in form. But then on the other hand, I don't see Aston Villa just lying down for Wolves to win this particular game. So 1-1 draw can easily be 2-2 draw. It's definitely not going to be goalless because both teams have attacking threats, so you expect goals to happen in this particular game. But if anybody is going to be winning this particular game, it's nobody because it's going to be a draw. I'm so convinced in my mind, in my heart, and in my spirit that it's going to be a draw game. Yes, a full-time draw for Aston Villa and Wolverhampton Wanderers. And also, it's not going to be a goalless draw. Let's quickly move on from that particular game, and the next game after that is by 15:00 West African time, same time where Leicester City hosts Manchester United. The game between Manchester United and Leicester is usually up and up, filled with ups and downs. This particular time, Leicester is winning. The other time, Manchester United is winning. So it's a tough one to predict. But I want to bank on the fact that Manchester United has been very good away, and they still remain unbeaten away. And so I went for a 2-1 win in favor of Manchester United. Also, because the league table also says that Manchester United is a better team, even though I feel they've lost their form recently. I feel like the team is still not they're not yet they've not gelled together. Very good attacking players, but the gel isn't there yet. I think Solskjaer is also struggling to find the right formation, find the right starting 11 for that particular team with Cristiano Ronaldo, Cavani, Greenwood, Rashford, Martial, Sancho up in the mix attack with Pogba and Bruno Fernandes also in the midfield, which is still a problem. There's still not a balance in the midfield, and there's still not a balance in the attack. Manchester United, of course, sits fourth in the Premier League table, won 3 out of their last 5, lost 1, drawn 1. And Leicester, so far this season, has not been the best team. They've not been the Leicester we used to know. They've only won 1 out of their last 5 fixtures. They've drawn 2 and they've lost 2, and they sit 13th currently in the Premier League table. So if you ask me, you could easily say Manchester United should be winning this game quite easily. But then, considering the last games we've seen Manchester United play, it's tough to actually make that prediction. But I still feel like Manchester United will be winning this particular game, and that's why I went for a 2-1 win in favor of Manchester United for this particular game. I'm also considering the fact that they've been good away from home, still unbeaten. Choma says, I think it will be a draw. Leicester 2, Manchester United 2. Wow. Leicester 2, Manchester United 2. That's prediction from Choma. But if you're actually playing bet, one thing is for sure, both teams are going to score. I don't see this game being goalless. I strongly feel like both teams are going to score in this particular game. Even though I went for a 2-1 win. Let me know in the comment section who you think is going to win this game. Your score predictions for this particular game. Same time, Manchester City will be playing Burnley. Burnley is a tricky team to play. But then, when you're playing Manchester City, how tricky can you be? Manchester City is definitely going to be winning this game, in my opinion. But let's quickly look at where they sit in the Premier League table. Manchester City presently sits third in the Premier League table. Sit third in the Premier League table. They've won 3 out of their last 5 and they've drawn 2. So in their last 5 fixtures, Manchester City has not lost any game. Meanwhile, Burnley in the Premier League table, we have to scroll down to see Burnley somewhere in the Premier League table. Burnley sits 18th in the Premier League table. They've been bad so far this season in the relegation zone. They've drawn 3 out of their last 5, losing the other 2. But you know how Burnley can be against top teams, packing the balls and all that stuff with the long balls and all that. So it's quite tricky for a lot of big teams to play against a team like Burnley, because if you want to put it this way, negative football. But I don't think Manchester City is one of those teams that will struggle against Burnley any day, anytime. So I feel like Manchester City will be smashing Burnley 3-1 in this particular game. Burnley will most likely get a goal because those long balls could be quite threatening and deadly. But Manchester City is still going to win. Yeah, that's why I feel Manchester City is still going to win this particular game. And after that, same time, 15:00 West African time, Norwich City hosts Brighton. Whew. Top game to predict. Norwich City is at home. They sit last in the Premier League table. They could be quite stubborn against Burnley if you want to think that way. But I legit don't feel that way. Brighton is going to be winning this particular game. I think Norwich will get a goal, but I see Brighton winning this particular game. Brighton, on the other hand, has been exceptional so far this season. And you could just see how good they've been from their position in the Premier League table. They sit 6th in the Premier League table, won 2 out of their last 5 fixtures, drawing 2 and then losing just 1. They've been quite good so far this season. And then Norwich, on the other hand, sit bottom of the table. They've not won any game in their last 5 fixtures, lost 4, drawn 1. So it's easy to just go for Brighton, but of course we know that Norwich can also be quite stubborn, and they might want to, try and get a result in this particular game and rediscover their position in the league. I personally feel that they will be getting relegated. There is no two ways about it, and I don't think they have the squad to actually bring them out of this relegation battle presently. So I feel like a team like Norwich, all they do is come to the Premier League, grab the money they can, go back, win again in the lower division, come back to the Premier League, grab as much money as they can. I don't see them staying up in the Premier League this season. I don't see that happening, and I strongly feel Brighton will be winning this particular game. So, but I also feel both teams are going to score. I see Norwich getting a goal in this particular game, and that's why I went for a 2-1 win in favor of Brighton, because I feel Norwich will get the goal. Same time, 15:00 West African time, Southampton hosts Leeds United. This is going to be a game that I feel will have goals also in it, but I feel like this is one game that Leeds United will be winning. I have no doubt in my mind that Leeds United will win this particular game, because I don't see Southampton with that attacking power to hit Leeds United on the break. We know how Leeds United like to play. They are going to go all out attack. So, but then a big blow for Leeds United is Rafinha is out. I don't think Rafinha will be playing this particular game. He's injured. Oh no, or the whole Brazil thing. Is he injured, or the whole Brazil thing? Let me know in the comment section. The whole international travel and all that stuff, COVID-19. But I don't think Rafinha will be playing this particular game. And we know that Rafinha is a key player for Leeds United. Nevertheless, I went for a 2-1 win in favor of Leeds United over Southampton. They're definitely going to attack Southampton. They're going to get goals. I know that Southampton will also get at least a goal in this particular game, but Leeds United should legit be winning this particular game. Yes, so I'm going for a win for Leeds United in this particular game. Leeds United 2, Southampton 1. And then 17:30 West African time, Brentford hosts Chelsea. Sorry, Brentford, this is not one of those games where you pull the whole heroic thing. This is not Arsenal, to be precise. And so I went for a 3-0 win in favor of Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea will definitely be smashing Brentford. I don't see Brentford standing a chance against Chelsea. Let me know in the comment section what you think. I don't want to talk so much about it, even though Brentford has been decent so far this season, coming into the Premier League and all that. But come on, guys, it's Chelsea. We know Chelsea is a good team, and they played very well so far this season, which shows, because they sit top in Premier League table. They've won 3 out of their last 5, losing 1 and drawing 1. And Brentford too, like I said earlier, they've been good, but not against this Chelsea team. Brentford sits 7th in Premier League table. They've won 2 out of their last 5, drawing 2 and losing 1. But they are playing Chelsea, guys, so it's a 3-0 win in favor of Chelsea. I don't know what you think, but I don't see Brentford standing a chance in this particular game. Not at all, guys. Not at all. Not even the least. Brentford doesn't stand a chance in this game. Not at all. And then on Sunday, just 2 games on Sunday. The first game is Everton hosting West Ham United. Tough game to predict. If it is possible, I'll leave this in your hands, but I would have to give my opinion for this particular game. Everton, West Ham United. Guys, this is one game that you don't want to predict, because Everton has been very good. West Ham United has been very good, even though West Ham have struggled in their last games. But I think that is more credit to Mikel Antonio being out due to that red card. Both teams are close in the Premier League. Everton sits 5th in the Premier League table. They've won 3 out of their last 5, losing 1 and drawing 1. Meanwhile, Aston Villa sits 9th in the Premier League table. They've won 1 out of their last 5. They've drawn 2 and they've lost 2. Tough game to predict, guys. Tough game to predict. Mikel Antonio will definitely be playing, so it's even going to be tougher for Everton. Both teams are definitely going to score. So if you are betting both teams to score, should work out quite well for you. But also, I feel like none of these teams is going to get a win in this particular game. So I went for a 2-2 draw for both teams. I feel like it's going to be more than 1 goal for both teams, but I also feel like it's going to be a draw. I don't see Everton winning this game over West Ham, and I don't see West Ham winning either. So 2-2 draw, in my opinion, for this particular game. It's legit gonna be a draw game. 16:30 West African time, Newcastle host Tottenham Hotspur. Son is out. I don't think Tottenham stands a chance in this particular game. Newcastle, with all the morale from their camp, they've gotten the new owners. Practically, they will be the richest club in world football. These Arab owners are something else, and we've started seeing them unleashing their plans. They're trying to get very good players into Newcastle, and if those good players get better and they do things for Newcastle, they'll now get world-class players. We've seen that project happen in case of Manchester City. From getting decent players, they started competing gradually, and now they are dominating the Premier League. Not totally dominating, but we've seen Man City at the top of the Premier League over the years. So, and the owners of Newcastle presently are way richer than what you have at Manchester City. Like, it's money, it's crazy money. So expect Newcastle to be competing for the best players too with your favorite clubs. It's gonna be crazy. They want the best managers too. They are going for Coutinho, like I saw yesterday in the news. Man, guys, so much money. So I feel like Newcastle United players will be motivated. Everybody will be trying to prove themselves. On the other hand, Tottenham is without Son, and we know Son is vital to how they play. And so, guys, I went for a 1-1 draw for both teams. I don't see any of these teams winning this game. It could easily be a 0-0 draw. Yes, it could easily be a 0-0 draw in this particular game, but 1-1 would just be fair. Because Harry Kane is there, he might just get a goal, and Newcastle will get a goal. But it's going to be a draw. I don't see any team winning this game. I really don't see any of this team winning this game. And then Monday Night Football for teams not in Europe. Oops. Yes, Arsenal is not in Europe, so they can play Monday Night Football. Tuesday is the Champions League. Wednesday is the Champions League. Of course, they will not be competing. They are not even in the Europa either. So Monday Night Football, I expect to see Arsenal against Newcastle United 20:00 West African time. Don't come at me, Arsenal fans, I beg you. But for this particular game, I have no doubt in my mind that Arsenal will be winning this particular game. So I went for a 3-1 win in favor of Arsenal. Yes, 3-1 win for Arsenal over Crystal Palace. Arsenal have rediscovered their form, and it's important that we give huge kudos to them. It's not easy to turn around poor results, and they presently sit 11th in the Premier League table. They've won 3 out of their last 5 fixtures, winning, drawing 1 and losing the other 1. Meanwhile, Crystal Palace sits 14th in the Premier League table. They've drawn 3 out of their last 5. They've won 1 and they've lost 1. I don't think Crystal Palace stands a chance in this particular game. Let me know in the comment section. Give me your prediction, guys. I would love to see your predictions. Choma says Arsenal 2, Crystal Palace 1. Yes, I have no doubt that Arsenal will be winning this particular game. Yes, it's been a lovely show with you guys. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of this show. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're seeing this show on Facebook, on Twitch, and on YouTube. Smash a like on this video. Share the link with your friends so that they can also participate and see this video. Soon we'll be making new shows up in this channel, and I'll be unleashing them gradually as they come. So stay tuned. That's why you need the notification bell, though, so that you get notifications once a new video is out or once I'm about to go live. Yes, it's Football Fans Frenzy, and it's Saturday Football with your boy Ziki Jr. See you guys in my next show. Bye.